everyone, and welcome back to the Breakdown Tech. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth unboxing and review of the Western Digital My Passport. Specifically, we have a 2 terabyte Western Digital My Passport, but overall the quality should be the same and all of that stuff. But that's just how much space ours has, and we're going to be reviewing it today. I've been using the My Passport for about a month, so I think I'm pretty qualified to review it. I used it basically every day for a month, so yeah, let's go ahead and jump on into it. If you decide to buy this or any hard drive off of Amazon, please consider doing so through the first link in the description down below. That is an affiliate link, and if you purchase through that link, it helps support our channel directly with no additional cost to you. Thank you very, very much in advance for doing that. So first off here, we're gonna get into the unboxing. I actually recorded this a month ago, so I just wanted to give it a little introduction here, and here you go. Let's get into unboxing this thing. So here we have the My Passport in the box. As you can see, we've got auto backup, passport protection, which is cool there, and then you've got the other languages. Also 2 terabyte, we can see this model is. It's got Western Digital backup, a 3-year warranty on it, and then Western Digital security logo there. On the back, we've just got some features about the product. I'll go ahead and zoom in here. You should not be able to read most of those. I'm not going to go over them there, and then same thing for the bottom. You can read those if you would like by pausing the video. But let's go ahead and break this thing open. Okay, so our point of attack here is right at the top. We've got like a plastic seal. So we're going to take our knife and just slice this thing open. Don't cut towards yourself, everybody. Do you see that? I flipped the knife. I'm not going to cut towards myself. There we go. Big knife ended up getting the job done. Just needed a better look on it myself. Throw that away. Now we can pull this thing on up and see what comes in this box. So I am a big fan of Western Digital here. So what we've got is recyclable packaging. We've also got an instruction manual here. It's got all sorts of instructions in it, I'm sure. Kind of overwhelming, just a bunch of text. We're going to set that aside. Got a little pamphlet here that basically just talks about Western Digital backup, security, and the drive utilities, and has a place for you to go for support there. And you've got this, which is kind of cool. I wish this was a sticker though. That looks really good and would make a great sticker. So yeah, there's that. And then we've got the hard drive itself. Now what's great is this powers off of a USB, right? So we've got a USB 3.0 cable here, right? You can see the blue, and then we've got the hard drive. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And now the hard drive comes in this nice plastic finish. Oh, here we go. Let me get an up close shot of this. Now, here's the hard drive, and here is the cable. Cable also comes out of this, just slides right on out. And this is all that you need to run this thing, and that is what is so impressive to me. So let's go ahead and jump on into actually reviewing it. So as I mentioned at the end of the unboxing, the biggest thing that I love about this hard drive is the fact that you only need 1 cable to make it work. For power, for transferring data, everything, you only need 1 cable. That alone makes this my favorite external HDD that I have. I have a few, and the other ones all require a power cord and a cord to transfer data. It's fine and dandy, but it makes them super difficult to travel with, to use in coffee shops, and just move around the office even, right? I'm constantly having to unplug them from the power, unplug them from the computer, move them over here, plug it into the computer, plug it into the outlet, and then finally, the hard drive works. With the My Passport, I unplug it from one computer, plug it into another, and that's it. It's done. And it's also great for traveling. The other external hard drives I have, even though they're the same size as the My Passport, are a lot bigger. They're a lot more bulky. And because of that, it's hard to travel with them, right? You gotta put them in a suitcase. They take up a sizable amount, really. Plus, you gotta bring a power cord and the cord to transfer data to it. It's just a lot of work. The My Passport, super easy to travel with, super easy to take to coffee shops, solves all of your portability options with 1 hard drive, which is great. What about speeds though? Well, as many of you know, I love data, and because of that, I wanted to use a benchmarking tool to make sure we got the most even and controlled results possible. So we are going to be using Crystal Disk Mark to benchmark this HDD, but the thing is we need a comparison point, so let's do that first. I went ahead and ran my internal Western Digital Caviar Blue 7200 RPM SATA drive on Crystal Disk Mark. Speeds were okay, but as you can see, we saw huge drops in read and write speeds on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th runs of the program. This is going to be our baseline. Moving over to the 2 terabyte My Passport, it actually performed pretty well over USB 3.0. It was only about 15 megabytes per second behind the 7200 RPM SATA drive on the first run through. It also showed a lot more consistency on the second, third, and fourth runs with that same decreased performance that we saw out of the internal drive. So pretty good there. Overall, it actually stacks up pretty well against an internal 7200 RPM drive. Sure, it's not as fast, but you shouldn't expect it to be. This is over USB 3.0, and it keeps up pretty well. It's actually impressed me quite a bit. I hadn't ran this benchmark until about a week ago, and I had just been using this, you know, around the office and whatnot, and I was like, wow, this thing's transferring pretty fast. Plug it in, and the data backs that up. It's really fast for an external hard drive. Here's the Caviar Blue and the My Passport side by side. I've also thrown in a 500 gigabyte Samsung Evo SSD, just so you can see how it compares against SSD performance. It's got a lot of catching up to do. But not too bad for a USB 3.0 drive when comparing it to the SATA drive in your PC. So pretty good stuff there, in my opinion. Now let's move on to design. I know design and looks, they're subjective, I get that. But I decided to go with a black Western Digital My Passport, right? 2 terabytes. That was what I wanted. I must say, I was really impressed when this thing showed up in the mail. It is super sleek with a matte, bumpy finish on bottom and a smooth, glossy finish on top. It also feels super high quality with great plastics that fit together well. There's almost zero flex when you like push in on this thing, which I know you really shouldn't be doing on a hard drive, but I'm reviewing it here for you guys. There's zero flex and very little creaking, which says to me this thing's a pretty good build. This high quality feel and sleek design make it fit in everywhere, from a gaming setup to an editing setup to a coffee shop to even at a super formal office. Nobody is going to think twice about you having this thing out on your desk, and if anything, they might compliment how good it looks. With that being said, there are some more striking colors for this hard drive if you want them, including blue, red, orange, and yellow. If that's your style, awesome. It's not mine, but those will perform just as well with the same high quality feel and similar performance that we talked about earlier. Western Digital also offers some more sleeker options in addition to black, with white, white and gold, and black and gray, in addition to all of the other colors we've mentioned, you know, the red, orange, yellow, and blue. So you really do have unlimited color options when it comes to the My Passport. So we've talked about ease of use, speed, design, but is this thing worth the money? Well, the black 2 terabyte version that I currently have costs $64.99 on Amazon. This is the same price as the comparable option from Seagate and actually cheaper than a comparable option from Phantom. If you pair that with the fact that Western Digital is an extremely trusted brand when it comes to hard drives, plus this thing comes with a 3-year limited warranty, it's definitely worth the money in my opinion when it comes to buying an external hard drive. Now, what would I rate this thing overall? Well, I'm going to give the My Passport a 4.5 out of 5. Why didn't I give it full 5 stars? Well, at the end of the day, if you decide to change from the black one to, say, the white and gold or something, you are going to be paying more for that. And on top of that, if you want a smaller hard drive, I went with 2 terabyte one because it seemed like the best bang for your buck. But if you want a 1 terabyte hard drive, there are better budget options out there. Overall, in my opinion, this is the best external hard drive out there, though, if you want high quality, with enough space for a good price, and a sleek design all packed into a small form factor. Those were all of the things I wanted when I purchased the hard drive, and that's why I went with the Western Digital My Passport. Nevertheless, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We make tons of awesome tech videos exactly like this every single day of the week. You will not regret it. My name is Nick. This has been The Breakdown Tech, and I am out, guys. Peace.